we've got basically a proportion problem here. A bus company has small and large buses. Ratio of 2 to 7. If the company has 84 large buses, how many buses total does it have? Now, if you noticed in our video, or in our problem, it's just a little different than proportions that we've solved with cross products before, because now we're involving total. Okay, because it said how many buses does it have? How many buses, not just how many small, not how many large, how many total buses. And that's what they want in the end, is the actual count of how many buses. So I know we don't make tables a lot. I'm not a huge fan of tables, but the book's table for this is useful, because what you're going to end up finding is you're going to solve this the way we've always solved it, but you're going to end up short 2 values, and you're going to think you can't solve this problem. I don't want anyone saying that, though, because after we've solved this one, you should see you can solve any of these. So make a table with 2 columns, ratio and actual count, or you could just put AC, right? And then down the left-hand side here, we've got small buses and large buses, the 2 quantities they gave us. Ratio means what its ratio is reduced. Ratio of 2 to 7, it always follows in order. Small was first, so small is 2. Large was second, so large is 7. Okay? Then the actual count. If actual count is 84 large buses. 84 large buses. All right? How many buses? Okay, so there's a few things we don't know here. We don't know this. We don't know this. Okay, but actually we do know that second one. How do I know? What's the total in this ratio? It's just 2 plus 7, right? When there's 2 small buses and 7 large buses, there are no other buses. We are not told about a third kind of bus or other cars we're counting. It's 9. So to find the total in the ratio, add the 2 known quantities. Or if they had told us, that there's 9 in the total, and we know there's 2 small buses, if there's no other buses mentioned, then you know that this other one is 7. So just fill in using common sense there. Okay, but we're not doing this right now. Then we don't know these quantities. Well, you're not going to need to care about this. It's not going to matter. So just leave it blank. Or just call it S and leave it alone. And then let's call this T. We do want T. That's what they ask for. It's very important to understand what are they asking for. Then cover up what you don't need and build a proportion using what you need and what you know. We could not solve if we just knew there's 84 large buses. How many are there in total? I wouldn't be able to, because I don't know anything else. But we know that this is the same ratio where you have 7 large, because remember we're keeping this as the large bus. Okay, and then this is the total line. 7 to 9 is 84 to T. All right, how do I solve proportions? Multiply across, multiply across. All right, get a better color here. 84 times 9. I think that's right. 756 is 7T. Now we divide by the known factor. Seven into 756 fits once. Doesn't fit there. Don't forget your 0. Drop the 6. Now we've got, oh, this does look like it fits, right? Isn't that 8? 108. What is that? That's this. That's T. That's wherever you want to write it. Everywhere we didn't know before, it's 108. That equals this. 108 is how many buses they have if there's 84 and that ratio stays constant. So you've got an answer. Let's see how we did. Looks great. All right. So for showing you understand what we just did, pick 2 of the lesson practice, please.